Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Learn, Plan, Profit. Hope you guys are all having a great start to your morning. Let's go ahead and get started. Natural gas just had a huge push up, which means that D-gas just sold off. So let's go ahead and give it just a little bit more time. Let's go 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. How are you guys all doing this morning? Sweet, sweet. Let's make sure that we can see your guys' conversations or messages as of right now. So D-gas has been absolutely killing it this morning. Consistent uptrend, right? Trading in between the middle and top VWAP. Right now, I'm just going to wait a little bit for a confirmation for natural gas to start selling back down. But again, looking at the overall downtrend pattern for natural gas, we could see that it's been trading between the middle and bottom VWAP. It's been making lower lows and lower highs. Here we go. We just got a little bit of a confirmation that D-gas or natural gas should be selling off. So I'm going to take a just 100 share position size just to get some skin in the game. So we're going to go here, and then we're going to go 89.30. So let's see. All right, that should be fine. Let's see. All right. Let's see. All right, so how many of you guys have been trading during pre-market hours? No? So if you're part of Learn, Plan, Profit, you would have got my message right around 5 o'clock, which was about 2.5 hours ago, Mountain Standard Time, right? Very consistent uptrend pattern on D-gas is what we're able to identify. Okay, so negative Ghost Rider. All right, sounds good. So as of right now, again, just the pattern has been there where D-gas opened up green, natural gas has been selling off, and pretty much what I'm going to be waiting for is for the pattern to follow. So I'm gonna set an alert for there to be a break above the EMA line. I can add more to my position then. So pretty much what my plan is, again, I like to focus on 3 things: direction, the pattern, and then making sure that the opportunity cost is worth it. So I can pretty much draw a resistance right around here, right? And then let's say my average purchase price ends up being around $90, right? So I got in a little bit before 90. If I add more to my position when it breaks above 90, my average should be around 90, right? So from around 90 to about 92, the margin of profit is about 2%. Not bad. It's not like amazing, but it's not bad. So it's a consistent uptrend pattern. I like the direction. I like the pattern that it's been trading in between the middle and top VWAP, right? Now I just need to wait for the confirmation if and only if it confirms this thing to break above the EMA line for the pattern to follow. When it becomes a little bit more on the overextended side, then I can run the idea of locking in profits and keeping it that simple. So what's going on, Adam? Thank you, thank you. Here we go. So we're just going to be waiting for natural gas to start selling off. There we go. So we're going to set an alert for the break above it, right? Just to make sure that we have it on both sides. There we go. Here we go. So isn't D-gas at resistance on the 10-day chart? So I haven't looked at the 10-day time frame. I'm sure it's something that we can take a little bit of a closer look at. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense that looking at the 10-day or doing a 10-day analysis, we could see that as it approaches and gets closer to like $95 to $98, it becomes a little bit more on the overextended side. So again, maybe not the best swing trade, but that's the really cool thing about what it is that we're doing is that, again, right now we're identifying a pattern that's intraday. That's just as a day trade, and that's the only thing that I see value in it as. So it's not something that I plan on holding and overnight or anything like that. I understand that it's overbought, but I also understand that it's been trending up. So as long as this pattern continues, then I can continue to scalp it. So yep. Let's see. Is this stream going to be archived? Yeah. I'm up 16% this week. Thank you so much for your teachings, for teaching success. Again, it's all your hard work that's paying off. So I'm a little cold over here. What's up, Ricky from San Diego, California? What's going on, Andrew? What's up? What's up? What's going on, Don? Hope you're having a great start to your Friday morning. It's almost the weekend, right? Pro Charger C7 here. Right? I made $320 profit on DGAS today. What's going on, Mike? Super happy to hear that. I don't know if I kept you guys up to date with my overall like profits for the day, but I think I should still be up right now. So I'm barely up anything on the open, right? So that means on my first initial position. Altogether on the day, I'm up a little bit over $2,000. And you guys could see on the overall open, it's the only stock or ETF that I've been trading today. It's just during pre-market hours where I've been able to take my positions and, you know, try to make the most out of that. So yeah, like you guys saw, I woke up at I think 4:30 in the morning, and I've been watching it ever since then. Pre-market hours opened at 5 o'clock for me, and we've been buying and selling since then. So again, just trying to utilize the 2 to 300 share size, right? And that's really just it. Just keeping it really simple, understanding the direction, understanding the pattern, and that's kind of like what I'm going to try to mimic right here. We have a slight resistance right around $90. As you guys can see, it's struggling to kind of break above that. So let's just give it a little bit more time, see if we can get a nice little break, and then I'll add the remaining, 200 shares. There we go. All right. I thought you didn't do your first trade till 45 minutes. What? No, that's not correct. I trade pre-market hours all the time. Alrighty. Looks like there's a little bit of a sell-off. Again, natural gas still has not confirmed a full-on uptrend, so we don't have to force it. Again, it's a little bit more on the overextended side. So let's talk about, not just based off of the pattern, but why natural gas is, again, it would make sense on why it can sell off. Look at the RSI, a little bit on the overbought side. Look at the descending MACD, right? A reason on why it can continue to sell off, and then the overall direction for the day, right? It continues to make lower lows and lower highs. It's done this multiple times where it tries to push up, and then it breaks below the EMA line and then makes lower lows, gets rejected by the EMA line, and then continues to make lower lows. So again, just something to be aware of. Patterns are there to repeat themselves. They don't necessarily always have to. So it's something that we have to be very well aware of, right? So it doesn't mean that it has to just because it's done it before, but this is why we manage our risk, and we do like the, or why I do like the smaller share size entry, and then I add more as it confirms this reversal. So why not 1080p? Again, once I get the camera set up that we're ordering through Amazon, we'll be able to stream at 1080p, but as of right now, I think it's 720. So what do you recommend for people that are under the PDT rule? To be even more selective with your entries and your exits. So I do a lot of scalping from time to time, especially during pre-market hours, where sometimes the margin of profit can be like maybe 1%. Because you're given 3 days within a 5-day period, or 3 times out of a 5-day period, to take advantage of an opportunity. You want to make sure that every single opportunity that you take advantage of is worth the investment or worth the trade. So you just want to make sure that the margin of profit is there, that the opportunity cost is there, and that it's just well worth it altogether. So Ricky, your private group is going to be my birthday present. Oh, super happy to hear that. Well, I'm happy to have you as part of the team. We want to see the screen in 1080p, not your face, homie. That's totally fine. But again, you're just going to have to wait, buddy. Shout out today's my birthday. What's going on, John? What's up? So is today Pantel joining Learn Plan Profit? All right, sounds good. I'm trying to read all the comments or messages as they go, but also trying to focus on the overall pattern and direction. So as of right now, again, it looked like natural gas was selling off a little bit. No full-on confirmation just yet. What's one of the things that we've talked about if you're part of Learn Plan Profit? Again, like it did break below the EMA line, and that's great and all. And sometimes people would normally, because when this thing sells off and breaks below the EMA line, that means that D-gas pushed up, right? So that means that D-gas pushed up above the EMA line. What's one of the things that we've talked about multiple times when it comes down to, like getting a confirmation to like enter a position? What is it that we've talked about before? Confirmation. Okay, so what does that look like? So what's confirmation? Like looking at D-gas, right? Taking a step back, looking at D-gas. What's confirmation that this thing is going to start to uptrend? What does a confirmation look like? So consolidation, that's just as it kind of like flatlines, right? So right now it's consolidating right below the EMA line. But again, so our sole focus to like grow our accounts are to invest in patterns that are showing signs of growth, right? The reason that a lot of people are trying to take a position right now on D-gas is because it has the potential to uptrend. But what is one of the things that we could wait for, right? That a lot of us need to like work on and being a little bit more patient in. More candles above the EMA line, yeah. So pretty much the biggest thing is like asking yourself what it's doing as it's selling off, right? It's getting rejected by the EMA line and making lower lows and lower highs, right? So as it gets rejected, what is one of the things that you want it to do for it to change its direction? The exact opposite, right? So it breaks above the EMA line to start and begin to point up. Almost the exact opposite of what it's doing right now. And for it to make higher highs and higher lows instead of lower lows and lower highs. So as of right now, it's still getting rejected, still making lower lows. And it would not make much sense on why you would be fully invested right now before the confirmation. I think we could all agree on that, right? Because again, just as much as it could go up, it could go down. And if this thing continues to sell off, then that means that that's not in our favor. So I've been writing down my day trades. I noticed that I take my day trade positions a little too early. Any tips on fixing that? So I don't know if the average up approach is something that you can take into consideration. I don't think there's anything wrong. Like as long as it consistently like plays out in your favor and you're good at identifying patterns, and reversals, then great. Like entry points are one of the most important things, right? Because you make up all your margin of profit when you get in. The selling part is easy. Even if you lock in profits way too early, that's fine. But the most difficult part that I think a lot of people struggle in is when to really identify a good time to get in. And the more patient you are, the better your entry can be, right? Even if you get in a little bit late, but you get in when it's showing signs of an uptrend, you're getting in when all the action is happening. You're kind of like much more comfortable within that time rather than getting in when it's like still selling off and it's making lower lows and kind of just consolidating. It's kind of just a waste of time. So I think the more patient that you become, the more selective that you become, the more margin of profit that you could potentially build for yourself. Because as of right now, yes, it's consolidating, but let's say it breaks below the middle VWAP and then sells off here to the SMA. You know, that's an extra 1 to 2% margin that you built for yourself. And because you didn't take your position, because it didn't confirm the uptrend, then that's another 1 to 2% of margin that you just, you know, added to yourself to potentially make on whatever it is that you are trading. So I think one of the biggest things that a lot of traders, not even just new traders, but in general, could work on are their entry points. Because that's just like when it comes down to investing in cars, you make up all your margin when you buy your car or when you buy your investment. So how do you set up a scanner to look for day trade? So we do have a momentum and an intraday scanner within the Learn Plan Profit course. So if you have TD Ameritrade, we have a specific set of scan criteria that you have access to that will allow you to find and that you could adjust accordingly to find like plays within the day that are actively moving. So that's something that you can check out whenever you have time. All right, let's see. Again, we want to make sure that we get in when it's higher highs and not just barely above the EMA line, because again, it could fully get rejected here still. Even if it confirms higher highs and higher lows, I hope you guys know that it could still get rejected, and that's still an option, right? You can do everything. You can be extremely patient. You could wait for the confirmation. You could wait for higher highs. And I hope you guys know that it still has the possibility of just getting fully rejected. And that's why it's so important to always have like a max dollar value loss in mind. And especially for newer traders, right? So if you're someone that's a little bit more well-versed and you can take losses, it's still good to manage it. And when there's a break of pattern to cut losses at that point. But one of the biggest things, you know, like how many of you guys have ever taken a position and then it, you know, doesn't go according to plan and then it ends up selling off, and then you see that dollar value of how much you're down and you're like, oh crap, I should have cut losses way earlier, right? And it kind of just surprises you, right? Well, what if every time that you take a position, you do the math? Okay, well, I'm going to manage my risk at like, you know, 1 or 2%, and I'm going to be fully invested at this dollar amount, and this is what it correlates on over to. So visually, you already know what it looks like when you're going to cut losses. So when you see that figure, it doesn't surprise you. That's one of, I think, the most important parts of this is making sure that you understand like what you're getting yourself into. So the more prepared that you become, the less surprises there are. Again, it doesn't necessarily always have to go according to plan, and it most likely always won't. But because you manage your risk and because everything is planned and prepared for, then you at least will be more composed when certain things like that do happen. So no, I do not trade options. So Colby Wright, that's I think great question. So what's one of the things, the best ways to keep yourself from over trading after you meet your daily and weekly goal? I can't keep away from at least watching. And that's honestly one of my biggest struggles as of right now, is knowing when to walk away. Because I still have the goal of about $500 to $750, but due to market volatility, I like want to continue to trade because I know I could potentially make more money. So even as of right now, right, I was up over $2,000 before the market even opened, and I still want to trade. I want to see if I could break 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000, right? It all makes sense. But one of the things that you want to remind yourself is that, again, every time that you re-enter a position, you run the risk of giving back profits. So again, we talked about everything being planned and prepared for. So I become much more selective with what I choose to trade after I'm already green, because I don't want to give back. Like, I just want to make sure that whatever trade I'm going to take moving forward is worth it. That the margin of profit, no question, outweighs the margin of loss. When I'm day trading during pre-market hours, I might be a little bit more aggressive and scalp something, so get in and get out super quick, and the margin of profit might not be there. But when it comes down to hitting your daily goal, hitting your weekly goal, one of the things that you always want to have in the back of your head is, before you take your next position, to remind yourself that, hey, just as much money as you can make more in this position, you can lose. So whatever figure, let's say your goal is about $100 a day and you want to make another $50, just know that by getting into that position, write it down that you can be down $50 as well. And is this something that's worth the risk? That's simple. As long as you have a reason for everything it is that you do and it makes sense to you, it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, because mistakes are going to happen. They're inevitable, right? But as long as they're planned and prepared for by yourself, you will learn from them. One of the biggest and most difficult things to learn from are things that we do not understand. And those are the most frustrating and the ones that can really discourage us. When you experience like uncontrollable or like losses that are just like you just don't understand, especially like when you just get started and get into like pump and dumps, right? Or momentum stocks, or people that suggest certain stocks to you and you just took a loss, but you just do not know what happened. Your 20% of your account is just absolutely gone. And you're like, what the heck is this? I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. But if you end up making a mistake and you take a loss and it's like, 1, 2, 3%, even if it's 5%, and you're like, wow, that just wasn't the best trade for me, but I knew exactly what I did wrong. And that's the type of mistakes that are like worth it. It's like a lesson learned. And trust me, you will make them and you have to understand that, but they have to be like prepared for and planned for. So one of the biggest things when it comes down to over trading is just reminding yourself every single time that you're about to take a position that, as much more money that you can make on this position, you could lose, and write it down so you could visually and psychologically see that figure. So you're not just based off of hype, but you're actually seeing something that, might be worth the risk. When you say wait and be patient, do you have a specific time limit? No. There's no, when people ask like, hey Ricky, when's the best time to trade? Or hey Ricky, like how many minutes after the market should you trade or wait to trade, or, wait for the confirmation? There's no exact time frame that will be generic to every single stock out there. It's unique to every single pattern out there. So every single time it's different. Sometimes it could be right away, right? Sometimes when the market opens, it could be just a perfect time to like enter, right? But sometimes you might have to wait 30, 45 minutes or an hour, or maybe not even have a position to take the entire day. Same thing when it comes down to like waiting and being patient. It's what are you waiting for? So ask yourself, it's not about the time frame, but it's what are you waiting for? Why is it that you need to be patient? Because you're waiting for confirmation, because you're waiting for higher highs. And those are the reasons that you are waiting. So until those are valid, it doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes, it doesn't matter if it's 50, but it's until they are valid that it makes sense to take advantage of those opportunities. And here we go. So natural gas is pushing up. So we're getting closer to that SMA line for natural gas. So Alan, we do have videos in the Learn Plan Profit course about level 2, and it talks to you about a little bit more about how to utilize the buyers and the sellers to understand like when to enter and when to exit, and when something is building a support or a resistance. So it's something that you'll have to become a little bit more familiar with, but yeah, we have pretty good examples within the course itself. Okay, that's a pretty good question. So we get asked this one pretty often. So like in comparison to like other brokerages, right? Like let's say you have Robinhood and let's say you have Webull, but let's say you have TD Ameritrade and then you have Fidelity. Do they each hold you accountable to the same exact PDT rule? No. So each account is different. So in one account, if you've completed your 3-day trades out of a 5-day period, then you've completed your day trades within that account. But if you have 0 out of 3 on another account, then it's a completely different account. And yeah, so yeah, you should be free. You're more than welcome to call your brokerage to confirm. There we go. Let's see if there's a breakup pattern. So again, right now we're like selling off a little bit. I just need to make sure that I manage my risk. I took my position at 89.66, something like that. So right now I'm down a little bit. So I'm down about $75. My average purchase price is 89.69. So again, it's not a horrible amount, and that's the really cool thing about that my position size was enough for me to be motivated to watch what it is that I'm trading, but not enough that if it begins to sell off, then I'm going to feel discouraged to cut losses, right? Based on how much I'm trading with and stuff like that, like I'm fine. And that's kind of like the goal for each and every single one of you, to find that middle ground of what's enough for you to feel motivated to have some skin in the game, but not so much that you're going to feel discouraged if it doesn't go according to your plan. So I think that's the goal. Do you pay taxes from trading on the TD Ameritrade account? Of course, you pay capital gains. That's something that your accountant, if you're going to ask me questions about taxes, it's something that you have to reach out to your accountant or tax specialist for. We all get taxed in different ways. We're all in different tax brackets. My tax bracket's completely different than maybe some of yours. So again, that's why it's so important to make sure that you have you're in contact with a tax professional, which I am not. So. So do you pay taxes on capital gains or income? Capital gains. And income. What do you mean? Go. Natural gas touching that SMA line. What is the best way for, what is it? What is the best way to begin trading as a beginner? Paper trading. Again, a lot of people are asking like very open-ended questions that are just like very basic. There's a lot that you guys are going to need to learn. Just by the way that you guys are asking questions, there's nothing wrong with that. But just to put into perspective, like there's a lot that you guys are going to need to learn before actually trading with real money. Like if you guys think that you guys are just going to be able to like jump right in and start making money, especially with these questions that are being asked, just know that it's going to take time, right? But that's okay. Again, if you want the luxury of being able to like trade from anywhere and invest money to make money, you really think that it's going to be that easy for you to just jump on and start making money? No, of course it's going to take time for you to learn how it gets done and how only 10% of the market actually makes money. So what is it that you're going to do that's going to set you apart? So don't ask like questions of like, oh, what's like the first things, or what are the best things that you would like recommend for me to like start making money like quick now. It doesn't work like that. Like you need to take time to become familiar with patterns. That takes a lot of time. To become familiar with how to identify, direction. That takes time. And it's not something that I can just like show you and then right away we'll just click. We can give you a couple of examples so you can use it as a reference, but just like learning how to ride a bike, or just like learning how to like drive, or doing anything that is, mildly like unique, it's going to take time. There we go. So just waiting for a break or a pop below. Where are we at? Let's see. So we're down 136 on the open. So 89.66. So right up here. Alrighty. There's not a lot of activity. There's not a lot of movement right now. With natural gas, it's trending up, but even like though it's been like selling off and stuff like that, like it's not pushing up too aggressive or anything like that. So Here we go. So now we just got a nice little pop on natural gas. We're approaching that middle VWAP, which might act as a resistance. So that's what I'm waiting out for. I'm trying to see if there's a complete break of pattern. Oh, let me actually show you. I'm sorry. I have my second monitor over here, so that's what I was looking at. So now we're overbought, we're overextended, but we're at this middle VWAP. So yes, I can cut losses, but this is an area where, you know, even to like 3.40, where it can kind of move around this general price point and get rejected, right? So we're approaching this area where it's a little bit more on the overbought side, and it would make sense on why this thing can continue. I mean, it can continue to uptrend 100%, but its overall direction for the day is trending down. It's overbought, which is not in its favor of its current pattern, and it's overextended with the MACD, not in favor of its overall pattern. So again, there's a couple things going against it, but you know, if the volume and if the demand is still there, then it makes sense on why it can continue to rally. So I tried some of these exact scores. Rickers is way better and straight to the point. So again, we're all entitled to like our own opinion. I'm really happy to hear that you find my, you know, learn, plan, profit, lesson library more effective. Again, we're all wired in different ways. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure some people resonate well with his. I feel like I try to keep it pretty simple. I'm really happy to hear that it works well for you. But yeah, I like that. So TVIX, $60, congrats. There was actually a really funny comment yesterday in one of the videos that I uploaded on why not to buy stock alerts. This person commented and be like, I just started trading and I bought, and my stock alert told me to buy, I don't know what stock it was, but it was a pump and dump, and I just doubled my account. And I was like, great. Again, like, follow up with me in 6 months and let me know where you're at. It's the reminder of like, yeah, you might get a couple lucky trades, but long term, if you're being told what to do and you're not self-sufficient, you're not going to last for a very long period of time, because you know, if it goes according to plan, great, but majority of the time it won't, right? And if you don't know how to manage your risk, if you don't know how to cut losses, then you can easily give back those profits in a heartbeat. So I also do want to let you guys know that we got a couple messages from people as they were joining the live stream for or for the free live trading session, is if we're going to be offering any discounts for today. So if you guys stay tuned to the very end of the video, we're going to be offering like our biggest discount for the overall just month. And also we're going to be announcing, right? We're going to be announcing the giveaway winner. We should announce it now? Okay. Natural gas is selling off right now, so now it's in my, okay, well, we could, yeah. All right, so Justin wants to announce the giveaway winner. How many of you, first I want to get a show of hands. How many of you guys, or not show of hands, but show of comments, I guess. How many of you guys participated in the free giveaway that we hosted? So where we're going to be flying out one lucky member to spend the day here in Arizona with me and the TechBuds team. So, oh, so you guys aren't even here to like watch me trade. I got so complimented that like you guys wanted to like watch me trade and stuff like that, but no, it's not like that. I am, oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, hold up, give me 1 second. So, all right. Let's go ahead and see. So again, it's anyone within the United States.
Right. So the giveaway closed at 7:30, and
Okay.
the software we're using like to pick the giveaway already randomly selected the winner.
Okay.
So it's a guy,
Okay.
and I saw his name in the live chat earlier. So he was live earlier today.
Have you seen his name after?
Not recently, but
Okay,
I have his
so-
first name and phone number. So
we
should
saw-
call him right now.
You want to call him?
We're gonna call him right
Okay,
now.
hold up. I want, you know his name? What's his name? Okay.
I have no idea where he lives.
Okay, so we saw his name in the chat already. So if you commented in the chat, it was early in the chat, right?
Yeah, it was earlier in the morning. I saw his name on there. I was like, oh my gosh. Because it picked and it, like, I saw who it was.
Look at that sneaky stash. Let's see. I want to see. All right, start commenting if you think that it's you.
I'll tell you if I see him.
Let's see. So we saw you comment earlier, or Justin did. I don't know who it is. Wait, I think I saw it. Oh, shoot, I can't see anything.
All right, ready? Give him a ring.
Hold up. I want to see if I see him. What if he's not even tuning in?
He was tuning in earlier.
I don't know if we should pick this guy. He's not here.
You have to pick him. He's the winner. Yeah, he's definitely there because I tried to type him in and he came right up.
All right.
Oh, he's right there.
Where?
I let Ish know who he was and he's just on.
I don't see crap. Where? Okay. All right, let's just do it. Because I don't see your name. I don't know if...
Ready? So if you're watching live, just get by your phone right now, just in case.
Trying to see. I can't see crud.
Ready?
All right. What's his name?
Mr. Chris.
Hey, what's going on, Chris? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions.
What's going on?
What's going on, man? So we wanted to let you know that you ended up winning the 2-day trip to Arizona.
That is fantastic.
Where's he from?
Wait, where are you from?
I am from Kentucky.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, are you? How long have you been following us for?
I bought this for Christmas.
Oh, you're part of
Awesome.
Learn Plan Profit?
Yeah, and also the flipping wheels.
Way to go.
Dude, that's so freaking sick. Okay, and
We saw you in the live chat.
how's you were in the live chat this morning or no?
Yeah, man.
Are you in it right now or no?
Yeah.
Nice. I told you.
Hey, you'll never guess where I am right now, though.
Where?
I work for AT&T, and I'm on a telephone pole installing fiber internet.
No!
Oh my gosh.
So not the best time to call then.
No, it's the perfect time because I'm in the internet.
So you have a good service right now.
Yeah, dude, I'll send you a screenshot.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my gosh.
So this is Justin's number. We're going to be getting in contact with you to plan out the day that
Give
you
me the details.
the details when you want to come visit. We're thinking of doing like either we're going to give you a couple options of like what you wanted to do while you're here. We're thinking if we could either just like be working and trading while you're here and just hang out with us so you could see kind of like what we do in our work ethic and stuff like that and a little bit of our lifestyle. Or if you wanted it to be kind of like a mix of both, then we're planning on maybe taking like a snowboarding trip if you're up to that. And then we'll obviously cover all that for you and then we'll fly you out.
Absolutely, man.
Okay.
Awesome.
So I'm really looking forward to it. Hope you had a good holiday. We're just going to finish up the live stream right now and looking forward to meeting you.
Yeah, you too, man.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate
Thanks,
it. Bye. Kentucky?
I didn't know where he was from. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be an expensive flight.
Hey, it's a random winner, man. I can't control where it's from.
Alright. That's serious. He's like such a nice guy. So
He's like, I'm in flipping wheels and LVP. Perfect. We love you.
Chris, take me in your luggage. I honestly did not know. So first of all, I want to thank all of you guys for participating in the giveaway. I got so much positive feedback on the we talked about like giving away. We've done the $500 giveaways. We've given away laptops and stuff like that. And when talking about, and again, this is like honest feedback, and I want to get your guys' opinion. When we brought the idea up of flying someone out to hang out with us, people were like, Ricky, even if I don't win, I will pay for my own flight. I will, pay for everything. I just want to like hang out with you and pick at your brain and hang out with the team. I did not know that it was like something that you guys really wanted to, I think it's something that like Justin like suggested and stuff like that, but I was not, I don't know. I thought I was the cool one. Like, why do you guys want to hang out with like the TechBuds team? Like, I'm the cool guy, dude, right?
I'm cool too.
So what we thought was now we're really working on establishing the TechBuds Solutions headquarters, right? And when we do our initial like launch, we wanted to like invite everybody that's part of TechBuds Solutions and Learn Plan Profit to visit our facility and to trade with us, right? So like we want to do like a grand opening where, you know, we kind of just like hang out with one another, and that we have a safe place to meet, to trade, to network, and stuff like that. So I think that would kind of be ideal leading up to that headquarter like establishment, because we don't know exactly when that's going to happen. We want to make sure that we continue to do these giveaways. So if you think that maybe we should, instead of giving away $500 every week, maybe we should do like $500 once a month and a laptop, and then once every other month, maybe we could fly someone out and hang out with us again, regardless if you're part of Learn Plan Profit or not, just someone that's part of our team and that wants to like stay connected and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about that, or if you guys just think that we should just do the laptops. You're like, Ricky, I don't want to see you. I see enough of you on YouTube. You guys let me know. I'm open to like any ideas. But I really just want to thank you guys for your time. Justin, do we have the discount code for them?
Yep, I'm posting it right now.
Okay, what's the discount code though?
It is 750FF.
So $75 off?
Yep.
So $75 off if you guys... Yeah, so that's going to be our biggest discount. So is Ishmael, that's a link that he... Okay. So for those that want to be able to watch me trade live every single day and stay more connected and have access for a lifetime to the Learn Plan Profit course, again, it's not a monthly payment. It's not a yearly payment. It's a one-time fee. There's no like recurring fees or anything like that. $75 off will be the biggest discount ever. And again, you get access to the course for a lifetime and all the updates. On top of that, you get to watch me trade live every single day and direct message me any questions that you might have. If it's something that you would see of value, then we'd love to have you as part of the team. If not, it's 100% okay. I just really wanted to thank you for the time that you guys have even just invested in watching me today. I know it hasn't been the most exciting. The volatility hasn't been extremely crazy right now for natural gas and stuff like that. So natural gas is starting to sell off a little bit and gas is starting to pick up, but we're not making higher highs yet, so I don't feel comfortable. Again, as of right now, yes, I know like my live stream right now is kind of boring because there's not a lot of movement. Sometimes it's like that. I like to keep it super simple. I would rather, instead of trying to make it the most exciting live stream for you guys and try to enter and exit super quick and stuff like that, that's risky, right? And if the pattern is not there and the direction is not there, then neither should my trading be, right? So again, it just comes down to discipline. I know that this live stream was a little bit boring. We have very exciting live streams where not only do we talk about trading, but as you guys know, investing in the stock market is not the only thing that I do, right? We talk about like investing in cars, investing in real estate, the businesses that we have, and different questions that people just ask to pick my brain when the market's a little bit closed. So yeah, I mean, that's so Teachable charges a fee for being outside of the US. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, so and right now we're getting a couple people saying like, please don't change your trading style. No, of course, and that's why like I just want to remind you guys like yeah, sometimes it does get a little boring and sometimes it does get very repetitive. But let me ask you this, right? So like, let's say there's someone that sells like McLarens, right? And they sell one a month. And they make like $5,000 or $10,000 profit based on like their flip. Great, that's great, right? But let's say someone sticks to, let's say they don't just sell McLarens. Let's say they sell like McLarens, Ferraris, and all these exotic cars. That's exciting, great. But let's say someone sells Honda Civics, but they sell like, 3 to 4, but the margins of profit with those are like $3,000 to $4,000 as well. So now you make much more money going through Honda Civics than you do with all these other exotic cars. Yes, it's not maybe as exciting or as like lucrative, but guess what? It's consistent, the risk is a lot less, and you're probably making more money as well on top of that. And you understand what it is that you're getting yourself into. That's kind of like the approach that I like to take is, again, not to overcomplicate it. If it makes sense, great, I'm gonna stick to it and just make sure that I don't like, again, I'm here to trade for myself. I'm not here to trade for others. And that's just like a little friendly reminder to each and every single one of you. If people say that, oh, what you do is boring or you trade the same things all the time, you're like, dang, dang straight, I trade the same things all the time and I profit, all the time as well, right? Like that should be something that you should be empowered by, the consistency factor, because you're not always, on edge trying to look for the top trending stocks because you found your niche within the market. I think that should be a goal for each and every single one of you, just to make sure that we're consistent, that we're micro-focused, and that regardless of what everyone else says, as long as we understand the growth that we are experiencing and what it is that we are doing, that's what's most important. So can you stay for the natural gas report? Yeah, we can stay. So that's in about 12 minutes if I'm not mistaken, right? So how hard is it to flip cars without a garage? I think you're really going to enjoy today's later video. So Caleb, who's one of the mentors within Flipping Wheels, he, just bought a flip for $1,600 and he's expected to make about $1,500 in it. So we have a very, very exciting video, especially for those that have about maybe $1,000 to $2,000 on the side, that it has to do with like compounding interest and how important it can be. Even if you just do one flip like a year and you get to enjoy the car, right? And being able to make a couple, like $1,000 or $1,500 off of $1,000, $1,500 investment, I think it's something that you guys are really going to enjoy. Again, it's not as like lucrative, or it's not like a super exotic car, but trust me, it's just about getting the ball rolling when you're just getting started. I think we could all agree on that. So how long is the coupon valid for? So the $75 off coupon should... Yeah, so noon today. So we have about, 5 more hours. So 5 more hours for the $75 off coupon for the Learn Plan Profit course. So if you guys want to join, great, 100%. If not, I 100% understand. All power to you and stuff like that. So does a $75 off work for the Flipping Wheels? No. The Flipping Wheels course is like $197. So $75 off would make it like $100. So no, it does not work for Flipping Wheels. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee with Flipping Wheels, meaning that if you're working with the mentors we'll talk about that later. But yeah, if you're working with the mentors every day and they're verifying your deals, and if you still don't make your money back within 30 days, you get your money back. So again, I'm sure if you message Caleb or Weston within the Facebook group or within Discord, they can give you a little discount, but it's already like very, very, very low risk. So do you live stream at pre-market? Not consistently as of right now, but so many of our traders, or let's see, how many people that are currently that have enrolled in Learn Plan Profit right now or are already enrolled like or would like to see more pre-market trading? My stomach is grumbling. So how many of you guys would like to see me trade pre-market? Yeah, okay. So then guess what? We'll trade pre-market. We'll do it probably once a week. So the natural gas report comes out on Thursday. Wow, holy moly. This is more than people that wanted to participate in the giveaway. Okay, yeah, let's do it. You guys know that I'm up usually pretty early anyways, so we'll set this. We'll do Wednesdays. We'll probably go live probably 1 hour before the market opens. And let's do 30 minutes before the market opens so we can get a mix of both worlds. Like get the best of both worlds. 30 minutes before the market opens and 30 minutes after the market opens, and it's 1 hour long. I think, what do you guys think about that? Yeah? Okay, sweet. Here we go. DGAS just pushed up. I'm a little skeptical. Yeah, I think I'm just going to sell my position. I don't think my entry was the best, obviously, right? And the MACD, it just looks a little bit overextended. So you guys might be asking, well, Ricky, it's showing signs of an uptrend and it's above the EMA line. Why not add more to your position, right? Because that's what I was going to do. I was going to add 200 more shares. Look at the RSI, look at the MACD. It's just not progressively moving up as nicely as I would like it to. And again, it's my friendly reminder in the back of my head just saying, Ricky, you're already up. You already hit your daily goal. You don't have to risk it to get the biscuit anymore. It's just make sure that you don't give back any of the profits, right? So that's exactly what I'm going to try to do as of right now. I'm just going to put a limit order at like 79 and kind of go from there and see what happens. So we'll put a limit order there, see if we end up getting filled and go from there. I can end up cutting losses as well. But again, the MACD showing signs of a potential reversal. The RSI a little bit on the overbought side, and it's not pushing up too aggressively. Natural gas as of right now, So natural gas is still pointing down. It's still showing signs of a downtrend. If it really starts to sell off aggressively, then guess what? I could always get back in. That's the beautiful thing about, you know, investing in the stock market. So just signed up for LPP, excited to get started. John Anderson, super happy to have you as part of the team. Welcome. So Justin just said, what's up? We're pumped, ready to kickstart 2019 on a green note. We want to make sure that we're here and we act as a positive catalyst for your success. So that means that you're going to need to dedicate time to work with us, right? We're not here to tell anybody what to do, but if you're someone that's motivated to take what it is that you learn, practice it, make sure that it makes sense to you, repeat it, refine it, and then work with us and seeing how we can, you know, still help you and improve that. So it's a, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I want to make sure that you're dedicating time to better yourself, and that anytime that you have any questions based off of what it is that you are learning, that you have access to direct message me every single day. As long as you're a go-getter and someone that's actively trying to figure it out themselves, then if you need just a little bit more help or a little bit more guidance, then that's exactly what I am here for. So it looks like we sold off a little bit. It's pulling back to that middle view up. So yeah, we'll probably see what ends up happening. The MACD is reversing just like we ended up saying. But that SMA line, I think, is going to act as a little bit more of a stronger resistance as of right now. So we'll kind of follow up with that. So yeah, and I really don't want to hold it for the, what's it called? Natural gas support. So I had a nice little green candle that pushed up right now. So if it doesn't hold very well, we should see it pull back pretty quick as well. What's going on, Nick Garcia? What's up? What's up? Hope you're having an absolute amazing Friday. Let's see. So we got 5 minutes, a little bit less than 5 minutes before the natural gas report comes out. So pretty exciting. Here we go. Where do you enter the affiliate code when purchasing Learn Plan Profit? Affiliate.learnplanprofit.net. No, I think he says affiliate code, so if an affiliate is referring him. So if an affiliate is referring you, you have to use their link. That's how they get credit for it. So like, let's say you want someone to get credit, or you want to get credit for someone buying it. You post it on like your Instagram bio or something like that, and then if someone clicks on it and buys it, then you get, right, what is it, like 20%?
The link has a cookie to get 20%.
Yeah, the link has a cookie to automatically track for you to get your 20%. So
if you want to use the discount, then you have to manually enter the discount code.
Yeah, so then I hope you guys heard that. So yeah, if they end up using your link, they can just add the coupon at checkout. Oh, here we go. And of course it pushes up. That's all good. All right, so I got out. Sweet. So I got out right in time. Again, the natural gas report's about to go in about 3 minutes. So that was pretty much of a waste of a trade. Again, for those that aren't familiar with that, not only do we want to like teach you how to trade, but on top of that, be sure if you're using the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform, you can get reduced commissions. I only pay $3 per entry and exit. So it really saves you quite a bit of money. If you want to spend more money on your Chipotle guacamole and less on your trades, again, the normal commission is about $6.95. We've had people be able to negotiate down to $2.95. That's the lowest I personally have ever seen it. Or you can get free trades if you just open up a new account with promo code 220. You just have to have a minimum balance of $3,000 within the United States to get 500 free trades. So that's a lot of money. When's the open house for us to visit and trade together? So it's not at my house, right? It's going to be at the HQ, and that's when we have it established. So I want it to be early spring. I want it to be like almost during like spring break if possible. Hopefully some of you, for those that see value in it, can visit us. I know you guys might want to go party and stuff like that, but for those that do want to visit us, then just know that that's an option.
We might be down for that too. I don't know.
Let's see. What's the link for the $75 off? So, I mean, it gets you 75, or where is it, or what is it? We party at the HQ. No, I don't know about that. There we go. Ishmael's posting the link right now for the $75 off for the coupon. Yeah. What is it? Yeah, it's $75 off the Learn Plan Profit course. It's open until this afternoon Mountain Standard Time, so about what is that, 4.5 more hours. All right, guys, the natural gas report is going to be out in about 55 seconds. So again, this is your friendly reminder that it can go either way. It can go up and it can go down. I personally, again, this is my style. It is completely irrelevant to you, but I don't like to hold anything that I don't know what it's gonna do. There's a 50-50 chance, and great, if you get lucky, great, but I'm not here to try to get lucky. I would much rather have something where, let's say, natural degas sells off. It sells off super aggressively. Normally what I do is after it sells off and it consolidates, I'll buy the dip and then it ends up picking back up, and I ride that recovery instead of trying to predict which one's going to end up pushing up. So again, just a friendly reminder, there's nothing wrong with locking in profits. We can go from there. So there was a nice little push up to about 89.70. Here we go. Wait, is there not a natural gas report this week? Is this it? It's never this low.
Yeah, 12:28 to 10:30 Eastern time.
What was it?
12:28 Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time.
So what's that? That's 7:30 our time, right? 8:30. Right? That was not worth it. Okay. That was not even a 1% push based on where I sold. So,
I think it was earlier.
yeah, natural gas reports came out Thursday, but because of the holiday, it was pushed back.
Yeah, it's weird because I thought it was yesterday.
Yeah, I thought it was yesterday too. But no, okay. So this holiday is messing us up. So normally it's on Thursdays, 1 hour after the market opens. Yeah. So how embarrassing? Not really. It just didn't perform the way that we expected it to. So
Cool.
yeah. How is that embarrassing? Yeah, I think that guy just wants to comment in all caps. That's all I've seen him do. That's a little embarrassing, don't you think? I'm just kidding. So usually when the natural gas report comes out, there's usually a fluctuation of about 2 to 3%. Based off of previous patterns and how I've normally been trading it, it normally fluctuates about 2 to 3%. Sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on, I mean, when it's been extremely volatile, sometimes we've seen it like 5 to 10%. Not instantly, but it progressively pushes up to that point. So, yeah. Love the dry sense of humor. All right. But yeah, so right now, again, Diaz is the one that's been progressively pushing up. It sold off a little bit, so I just got a little bit to get some skin in the game. My initial purchase price isn't that bad. It's around 88.80. So we're just going to wait out, kind of see where it goes, and kind of go from there. So $75 off to be a member, Ricky. What's to be enrolled in like the Learn Plan Profit course? That is correct. Yeah. You guys could click the, I think, first link in the description, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check, of this video. So of this video, yeah, so it says like our lesson libraries, trade stocks with me live every day. Click that first link, and then at checkout, you guys just can enter coupon code $75 off, and it will save you $75 off the course.
I just checked. It was right for me.
Hooey! That was a sell-off.
It's the right time. It's at 8:30. It's a 2-hour difference.
Yeah.
No, it's right.
That's right?
Right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I just double checked it.
Go,
I thought
Nat.
it was 3 hours.
Because of the daylight savings, it was, but not anymore. All right. Dang. I wanted to buy that dip. Gee willikers. The margin isn't bad. All right.
There she goes.
You got out at a good time, Rick. Yeah, no, I mean, a decent time, right? It pushed up, but again, no one, I did not know that it was going to push up that much. So now we're just waiting for the reversal to happen and kind of waiting on that. So waiting for the MACD to reverse. The RSI is already pointing up. So now the pattern just needs to follow. So pretty comfortable with that. Even if it starts to sell off a little bit more, again, my share size is 100 shares. Very small amount for what it is that, you know, I can overall invest and stuff like that. So we can manage our risk accordingly and keep it that simple. So yeah, there's a little bit of a sell off right there. Yeah, so so if you're finding this like a little confusing, I know it might be like a lot to take in with just like the bars and stuff like that. I do want to remind you that the Learn Plan Profit course is designed for like complete beginners. So if you know nothing, it shows you the very basics of like support and resistance, and just does it in a structured format that makes it a lot easier to take in that information, and then we implement and share certain best practices to like start paper trading to make sure that we like start you off on the right foot and stuff like that. So you're always patient, tone and calm demeanor is remarkable. I'm glad to have the opportunity to learn from you. Oh, super happy to hear that. Thank you for the kind words. Learn Plan Profit is worth every penny. Super happy to hear that. You guys are too nice today. I really do appreciate it. So again, today's Friday. Let's not forget to like lock in profits. I believe the last official trading day for the year is going to be on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so Monday is officially the last day of the year where we can end it on a green note. Let's make sure that we don't bag hold something to end it on a red note, right? So let's make sure that we focus on quality today. We manage our risk. We make sure that every position that we take, that the opportunity cost is worth it, that we feel empowered, comfortable, and confident with the positions that we take, that we are reassured that we know what we're doing, that it's not too much money, that I feel emotional, not too little where I don't care, but that middle ground, right? Let's keep it simple. Forget about what everyone else is saying. If it makes sense to you and the patterns there, and you're managing your risk, and you're aware of what you're doing, that's what's important, because you could at least learn from everything that you are doing. So I just want to thank you guys. Again, it's such a blessing that you guys invested 1 hour to spend with me this morning. I really do appreciate it. If there's anything that I can do to better assist you, feel free to let me know. Again, be sure to, if you guys want to stay up to date with what it is that we do, to follow us on Instagram. I'm sure all of you guys are part of our free Facebook group already. And then again, the $75 off coupon. If you guys have any questions about that, just direct message me on Discord, as I would love to be able to answer it for you. But again, that does end around the afternoon today. So just a little friendly reminder on that. So I hope you guys kill it today. Let's lock in those profits. Let's end the week on a green note, and let's just make sure that we kickstart 2019 on the right foot. So thank you guys again for your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team. Boom, boom, boom.